Okay, it is past time. I said that we'd start, so, um,
Yeah, I don't think she's coming.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
alright, we will go back or we'll go over to here. I don't have art for, like, all the pages. I took art from the book for, like, a couple of the neat rooms in the dungeon, but for most of it, like, if you're artsy, you can draw on the maps and stuff. This is just, like, a random city that I thought kind of what I'm
Is it?
looking for.
Is that Turkey? Looks like Turkey.
It might be. I just typed in like fantasy cities, and this is
Gotcha.
We still haven't gone to the castle, right?
right.
Alright.
We'll say today is the day that you've been told is when the emperor is out of town.
So I'd just like to double check that's a no on me being
Oh,
able
okay,
to
yeah.
figure out who.
So we'll go back to that. First we'll say roll a stealth check.
All right. And so that's just on my character sheet and then roll stealth.
Yep, just click on stealth and it should pop up. Uh, 18.
Nice.
So you do manage to kind of like end up, it's actually more of a deception, but like getting out of the tavern without drawing too much suspicion. Like you just pick up your things and head out, and you follow, about several meters behind, like 50 meters or maybe. And this the Lost Lagoon was in kind of the poorer side of the city, and he is heading towards the inner city, which is more affluent. Um, and he goes so far as to go inside one of the sections of the city, which is noted to be like the tippy top of the aristocrats and stuff. And that section of the city is typically guarded, so there are guards at each side of the gate in that section of the city. Do you want to try to proceed, or do you want to just stop there?
With 18 stealth, I mean, yeah, I'll go for it. Sure.
I'm gonna roll perception and then stealth to see if I notice Left's character leaving and track him.
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Damn.
So like as you're paused around a corner. By the way, left, if you under the chat, if you click the as button, you can put your character name in there. So when you roll, it'll pop up your name, so I can remember the names easier.
One sec. Let me see where. Where?
I should be under the
Oh,
chat.
As
At the
yeah.
bottom.
Okay.
So like as you're like waiting around a corner and watching him go through the guarded gates, you hear like like a rock gets kicked across the stone walkway behind you. Uh, and it's around another corner, so you don't see who it is yet. But are you gonna still move forward?
Um. Yeah. I mean, I don't want him to follow me, but yeah, I
Okay.
will.
I'm gonna roll some perception for the guards. Make up something.
So are the only ones left behind Balfield and I
As well as Nyx.
as next? All right.
Each of the guards will have their own, so I'll roll 2. One of them got a natural 20, plus 5 would be 25.
Okay.
So you kind of like sneak along the wall, trying to get behind them because there's some space between the wall and their backs that you could hypothetically sneak through. But as you approach, the one of them that's farthest from you looks over and says, "You there? What's your business in this district?"
Um. let's see. Oh, I'm not good at this on the spot.
You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah. Okay. My parents are famous sorcerers who were working over here, and I was just trying to stop by and see them. I live down there, and they were just stopping by to help someone over here. They're the translation would be elder branches. You've probably heard of them. This is
Can you roll a deception for me?
I mean, that is my parents, and they are
Is it?
sorcerers. Yeah. My whole family's sorcerers. That's why I'm training to be a wizard, is because I didn't get that.
Okay. Roll persuasion then.
Okay. Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Damn.
So he
No.
understands, but he kind of sees that you have some ulterior motives.
Sure.
And
I mean, I look sketchy as fuck. So
right.
I mean,
So just for the purposes of this, I'll say, unless you have your papers to prove you can come through here, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
all right. Well, can I ask you if you happen to see them that like they're wood elves, very high class? Could you just pass along the message that their son is looking for them?
All right. Well, have a nice evening.
Yeah, you as well. All right.
Good try. Good try.
And Asus, you kind of like come around the corner and catch the end of most of that. Maybe you probably can't hear, like
But I definitely
exact
hear
words,
that
but you
there's
get the
dialogue
gist of it.
going. Well, being the country bumpkin I am. I'm just gonna, huh?
Right.
Damn. And I'll just turn around and trundle back off.
So then you guys have a couple days on your own to do the shopping that you've done already, and then once it's the day of the heist, you guys had a tip about midnight, the guard change. So we'll start wherever you guys want to start.
Let's start a little. We haven't come up with a full plan yet,
Right.
so
Yep.
we start the day of around like noon just to discuss it, and just in case we need something to prep for.
It's a good idea.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah.
All right. I know last time we mentioned maybe lighting the latrine on fire, or
It was like a storage shed. I mean, assuming there is a storage shed. So I took a couple notes. So just to recap, in case somebody forgot, we're supposed to be going through the servants' entrance, and we're also going to be leaving through the servants' entrance, and that's where we're gonna meet our quote unquote inside man. Once we get inside, we should only really be seeing servants. Hold on. And that's for later. The guards changes at midnight. The west gate before midnight are the worst type of guards. That is our preferred manner of attack. I was writing this really quickly, so I'm having a hard time reading this. Once we get the painting, we need to go to the Princess Pillow Inn.
Prince's Pillow, like the like possessive PRINCE. But whatever.
Okay, sorry, I just misread.
one would be no, the princess is down the street. It's a brothel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so wrong. Open curtains and hang the painting on the wall. But yeah, so the west gate, 12 a.m. are going to be the worst sets of guards, and the servants' entrance is where we're going to meet our inside guy.
I don't suppose I don't like really. I kind of have contacts in like the Thieves Guild, but not really. Does anyone else have a way to talk to them? Because maybe if we can get them to cause a distraction in town, that kind of leads to the fire. That'll be who they blame the painting on as well, like being stolen.
Uh,
That makes sense.
I wouldn't have any contacts in the city.
Yeah.
same.
This isn't my typical base of operations, so I wouldn't either.
Question.
I mean,
Oh no, never mind. It says that it lasts an hour. Technically, I could like charm a passerby, like tell him like, "Hey, why don't you do me a favor and do this?" But like make the distraction, but that will have to happen within 1 hour. Like it doesn't last more than that.
It also rely on finding someone
At
within the
11.
hour of midnight.
They also know that
Yeah.
you will charm them. By the way,
Yeah,
once the spell
and
ends.
you're pretty distinct.
That too, and I stand out because I look like a hobo.
A hobo half orc. Like,
So what we
Yeah.
might want to do,
The
guys,
best kind of
is
hobo.
maybe we can talk to a guard or a bartender and try to get some rumors around the city. Like, you know, if there's a poor area and a wealthy area, maybe there have been some vandalisms or some arsons or some murders. So maybe we can try and, you know, link that to what's already going in town.
If we have
Okay.
anyone who's any good at climbing, we could just have one person distract the guards, and then a little bit further down the wall, have another person climb the wall with some rope.
well, would that be acrobatics or would that be athletics?
It's more of an athletics.
Damn it.
I can do that. I got a pretty good modifier.
I have a -1 on that.
But I
Also
am
not
wearing.
good at athletics, but since I stand out so much, I can also distract the guards. But my charisma is really low, so I don't think that's actually gonna work a lot.
I can
which-
distract some guards.
Cleric?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's you distracting.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cleric is pretty charismatic and has an okay athletics roll. But I am wearing heavy armor though.
Yeah, not stealthy.
Not stealthy, and I don't know if the DM's going to want me to take disadvantage on climbing with 100 pounds of armor on.
I'd imagine so, but
Maybe.
I mean, that would be fair, but whatever you guys want. But if it doesn't involve climbing, I can be pretty good at it.
then you're our key man on the distraction side.
Okay. Do I have anything? I don't have an ability to set a fire unless I just like walk up to it and torch it. Unless someone who can do it from range.
With Druidcraft, I can light torches, but it doesn't tell me a distance.
If
30 feet.
You have produce flame, don't you?
Yes, I also have that.
Isn't that 60 feet?
It says range, self, and then 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet. All right.
depending on how if fire arrows would work, then we've got longbow with that here.
Yeah, I could do it with fire.
Honestly, what we could do is like we need to scout out this castle. If there's nothing to burn, or if the storage house either is made out of stone or whatever, honestly, me and the druid can just get into a fist fight. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
right at the door.
You dirty orc bastard! How dare you come into this city?
Hey, I'm kind of taking that personal. Like, it's not my fault that I'm dirty.
I mean, that's another thing we can do.
You're actually acting no. Yeah, sure. Like,
all right, so
we can work on that.
while I can go try to scout out the castle, since I'm probably the most stealthy. I know it didn't show that very well yesterday, but
could you? Are you the one with the cartography skills?
No, that's me.
Do you both want to do it and maybe just draw out a map and see maybe where the weakest points are? How far away stuff is?
Yeah, just do a sketch of the wall, basically, and
Yeah.
the immediate area of it.
Just describe it to us better.
Yeah, you've got time for that.
Yeah.
okay.
And we said it's noon, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he started talking around noon.
Okay.
While we do that, you two can preemptively start some rumors about something or the other. Like even if we can't pull off the arson thing, it'll be good for just lay some groundwork on that.
Okay. Druid, what's your Bagar? Is that your name?
Yes.
Okay. I say let's go. You and I, let's go to a bar and let's get some alcohol. And if we need to get into our bar fight, we can kind of like douse ourselves with alcohol. So when the guards come up to us trying to break up the fight, they just think we're drunk.
That's a good idea. I don't know what this alcohol is, but I'm good for it.
Let me just Google ale 5e. All right. A gallon of ale, which I think would be enough for both of us, is 2 silver piece. So we can split the cost for 1 silver piece each. How's that sound?
That sounds fantastic, but I don't have any money left.
You don't have any gold? You have 0 gold?
I have 0 gold. Yes.
Okay, well then
Yeah,
I will
too
buy
many
us.
potions.
I will buy us. I will buy us the gallon of ale.
Also, if these are as shitty guards as we're told, maybe as they're breaking it up, like you can how
Maybe
drunk
we
people
can invite them into the party.
Yeah, like how drunk people get where they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass," and they're like, "Oh, I love you. Come drink with us." Like, y'all can try to pull that off.
Sorry, I missed that last sentence.
Yeah, just try to if you're pretending to be drunk, like it can start out as a fight, but then you can also try to invite the guards to drink because you know how drunk people are, and if they're as shitty guards as they say,
Oh,
for a drink.
that is actually a really good idea. Let me get some more ale then.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, the two of us, sneak through the gate to be able to get rope down the wall or something?
I wonder, is there a potion for sleeping or something? Like, can you drug the alcohol?
So I will tell you that Baleful will not poison guards.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
Distraction's okay, actively harming not.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with like a sleeping draught, but anything that was like, a poison.
We're trying to go non-lethal for now. Like, we don't want to.
Correct. I'm okay with non-lethal.
Sleeping drug. Why are you doing this job if you're a cleric?
Because I'm an adventurer. Actually, let me look up poison because I think one of the poisons produces sleep.
Okay.
I am
Poisons
90%.
tend to be expensive, though.
Yes, I was just about to say that. They're going to be very, very, very expensive.
Well, then never mind. You can just get them drunk off their ass. It'll work out.
Yeah, I bought another gallon. I bought 2 gallons of.
How big is this painting? Could 2 of us or 3 of us, take it out?
I never got any information about that.
Do you think how big a thing can we fit into the bag of holding?
Oh,
Pretty
Because
big if nothing else is in there.
Maybe we can put it there.
What do we have in our bag of holding?
Daggers,
never handed out.
food.
All right, so hold on real quick. Did everybody get their gold? Did everybody
Yes.
add their gold? All right, so I'm deleting the gold. We just got some rope, some rations, a dagger, and some flint and tinder, but I think we got enough room for a fucking painting.
Sure. All right.
It's really
So in that case, you two don't even need to get in there with us. We can all just meet up at the Prince's pillow.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we can distract them. Once they break it up, we can just sort of leave, and that'll give you guys time to get in, get out, and we can stay in the area just in case you guys run into any trouble.
Wait, no, not leave. Keep the guards busy, and if more guards come up, we make a big party so that they can get out that way as well.
I like that idea. Everybody agree?
All right,
Um,
sounds better than starting a fire unless we need to.
I agree. I'm gonna buy some more ale because I think we're gonna need it.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yes.
and if nothing else, if you don't need it, well, you still got ale.
Yeah.
We can use it to celebrate
Left
afterwards.
over,
Everybody needs ale. All right, I'm buying another fucking 2 gallons of ale.
All right.
2 gallons is a pretty decent amount, right? I mean,
We can start a huge fucking party like that.
yeah.
It's gonna look really weird. This orc and this half elf just carrying 4 gallons of ale down the street.
One of no, I guess if you want to put the bag with inside the castle, then yeah.
I mean, we can have him in the bag until we get somewhat near and then go.
Yeah.
But if the shift changes at midnight, do we want to have that same set of guards at the gate, or do we want the relief to get there while they're busy?
That's a good question, because if the previous guards are already vouching for you,
So DM, I have a soldier background. I would imagine that my character would have a lot of experience with recon and infiltration. Can I roll something to maybe see what the best idea is for RP wise?
Yeah, you can.
Maybe a history.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh, a nat 20 with a -1.
All right.
So what exactly were you trying to think about?
So the idea is do we wait till midnight when both sets of guards are there, or do we wait a little bit after midnight when the new guards come and the old guards leave? Otherwise, we'll have 2 sets of guards there at the same time.
From the intel that you had, you know that the guards before the change are probably the weakest link. So if there's anything that's going to happen, since from the rumors around the town you've gathered, or from when the others get back with their scouting, the guard barracks being inside the castle walls, you probably want to do anything before midnight.
So do you guys want to do this at like 11, 11:30?
I was gonna say maybe even earlier than that, because if we can
Okay.
get not even close to the guard change, then maybe they'll show up drunk or whatever and be berated for it. But like when it switches, but we'll already not. It won't be our problem anymore.
Yeah.
Let's go
Okay.
at around 10, like to have a little bit more time, just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah. Do we know
Yeah.
when the shift change before that is?
You did not get that info.
I'd imagine it would only be like maybe like 6 hours before, so like 6.
We're still at noon, right?
Yeah.
Probably closer to like 1-ish, maybe.
Do you guys want to
Can
do it at
I-
like 10 then? That gives us 2 hours, which is a long time.
2 hours
Yeah.
to get through that. Yeah. That
Before
should
we
be.
do that, can I go to the castle and maybe stay there for like 2-3 hours to see if there's any change of shifts between that time, like to
How are
know
you
if we have like that time to work?
One of
How are you gonna
us.
get in?
One of us can stay behind.
Not like
with-
outside. See if if the guards at the main door, for example, how often
Oh.
do they, like every
There
2
are-
hours, 3,
are-
4?
Our other two members are already scanning the castle.
But they don't know that we
Yeah.
need to know this.
Yeah, we were scouting for location stuff, not traffic
Okay.
guards.
True.
Yeah.
True enough.
I can imagine that. For me, at least, I'd be able to figure out that it's both anything you can use. Guard
Well-
But-
and
In the time that you're mapping, you probably won't notice a guard change.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Plus, by the time, I mean, it doesn't really matter because if we're doing it 2 hours before shift change, I mean, I doubt they're going to be changing guards every 3 hours or so, 2 hours.
Especially during that at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and especially when the emperor is gone, there's not a real need to keep fresh soldiers awake.
Best guess is that they would shift change somewhere around sunset.
Yeah, so I think I think it's good to just go at 10.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay, does anybody have anything else to add? We should keep track in the bag of holding who's carrying it, just so we know who's got it. Which one of you two wants it?
The rogue can have it.
What was that?
He said the
wait,
rogue can have it.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'm cool with that.
All right,
So-
so I'll add it to the list, or I'll edit the bag of holding in just a second.
All right. Oh, why do I have two of those? I don't want two of those. Sorry, give me a second. For some reason, I have two spell books in my inventory. How do I get rid of inventory?
There's a lock button underneath it in the bottom.
Oh, so the same way you do with the other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I just wasn't scrolled down enough. All right.
So Left, you're the rogue, and Athos, you're the ranger.
That's correct.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
So we're going with the distraction, not with the fight between us, right?
Well, the fight may be the distraction.
All right.
We're going to be loud and we're going to be obnoxious and we're going to try to get their attention. And if that doesn't work, if they don't just come up to us, we're going to start brawling.
Okay.
That's not how you spell that. So do we just leave it as characters over there, or do I have to actually put that into my character sheet?
What are you looking for?
The bag of holding, if I'm holding onto it.
You can put that.
Oh, okay, that works. It just updated, so it has
Okay.
my name right by
Sorry,
it.
I just literally just did that.
Okay, no, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
I think that makes sense.
Also, guys, before I forget, as a cleric, I can revive people, but that revive costs gold, especially the higher up it gets. If we do get group loot, as far as like gold that we get from dead bodies or whatever, I would recommend we put aside a small portion of our share into the bag of holding in case one of us needs to get revived.
Sure.
Like even
Okay.
if I die, you guys can just res me at a temple, or if you guys die, I can use that gold.
All
Sounds
right.
sensible.
So
Hopefully
we'll
never needed, but
put it
since
course.
Oh, yes.
So basically, we'll divide it into 5 or 6 parts, depending on how many of us are there.
Yeah.
one extra
Yeah.
part, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have that magical item, that dagger, rogue or ranger. If you guys want that, feel free to add it to your inventory. I'm not going to use it.
No, like I
Well,
said, you
it
can
was for
replace that
each.
with a magical club if you want.
Magical club isn't going to help me very much.
Okay.
I mean, it was one magic plus one dagger each, so.
Well, if you want to, I don't know if you do wield or something.
Oh.
So,
I mean, I've got short swords. I had
Okay.
the dagger because daggers are useful to have, but not as my
Yeah.
primary weapon.
okay. Yeah, I guess daggers are pretty useful. Yeah, I guess I'll take it then.
The real question is how many 10-foot poles we bring.
So one sec though. Is it just magical dagger plus 1 is all I type in, or?
Type it into the compendium. Type in dagger into the compendium, and it'll
Okay.
pull up a list. So you just drag and drop the one that says dagger plus 1.
Okay.
The compendium makes life a lot easier.
All right. Dagger plus 1. Voila. Okay. All right, and so we're scouting out. Shoot, what's your name? Like in game,
Athos.
Athos is the
Yeah.
one that I'm scouting with.
Yep.
Um,
We're doing that now.
Yeah. So, can you guys see like the poor map that I terribly draw?
I did see it. I had a couple questions.
Yeah.
No.
Where is like the main gate, like the main pathway into this compound?
So there's 3 entrances. That's the red half circles.
Okay.
Those go inside what are called the castle walls, and this
Okay.
red square is the castle itself. And the
So it looks
servants'
like
entrance to the castle is the northwest corner,
That the
which
place
is
So
the
right
black
here.
X. Oh,
Okay.
Right here. Is this a solid wall?
no, I can't erase that. I don't think.
Okay. Just making sure.
So we can all go in. We can go in through this entrance, and you guys can climb in over this wall and just go over. How's that sound?
Mm,
Because the guard may be in this area.
yeah, I was gonna say like if we could draw them further, but that'll be fine.
I was assuming that the guards were at the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guards are guarding this gate.
Okay, then we will walk up to that gate and we will distract them while you guys do whatever you guys want to do, whatever wall you want to jump over, the north wall or the west wall.
The
I
north wall will be
Um,
beneficial for
During
that.
your scouting
They won't see that.
and drawing the map, you do notice that on top of the walls, there's a guard patrol about every 5 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
Time that.
that should be enough time though. 5 minutes to get over and get in.
Yeah.
And like
You'll just-
that part of town is definitely noticeably less busy today.
Oh, but if it's climbing, I'm still at the. Is it -1 to be like, or like, is it metagaming to say I'm still at the -1 if it's climbing? Like,
Or you could, yeah, I mean that's probably fine, but you can just say you're bad at climbing too.
I'm bad at climbing. Um,
You guys could
Wait.
help each other climb, therefore give you advantage.
I did
Wait,
pick up a
like-
token extra rope just in case
yeah.
I come in handy.
Okay. I was
The
trying to think of a way to sneak past them through the
Yeah.
gate if you're distracting
Ideally,
them.
we just walk through the gate.
Yeah, that's a possibility while we're distracting them, but that really depends a lot on how
Get them
good.
out of the gate is the key part there. We'll give you like 5-ish minutes. Like once the one person passes on the wall, you guys try to distract him and pull him from the gate. If the person
Okay.
passes by again, by that point, once he passes by, we'll just have to try to go for the wall if you guys can't do it. But if you
Okay.
do, go through the door.
Okay, so how about DM? Is there any like what's in this space over here? Is there foliage around the castle? Is it all cleared out farmland or
Most
what?
of it is city.
So buildings and stuff.
Yeah, there's some space around the castle, like 20 feet or 30 feet for a wide road.
Okay, so how about this? How about the orc and I go here? Maybe we can talk loudly, start a brawl. The guards will come in this direction, and then they can go in through the castle. Once the guard leaves his little watch post for 5 minutes, and maybe afterwards, when you guys are coming out, maybe you guys can climb over the wall or something.
Yeah, going down I don't think will be as difficult because even if I mess up, I just hurt myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do that then. So we'll distract the guards at this gate, and you guys can slip through however you guys want to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
How is your stealth? Would it be better for you to just climb up?
I got. I'm as good as you can get with starting stats and not being as a rogue.
Okay, cool. Well then, we should be fine.
All right, so what time do you guys want to head that way?
Let's start. Let's be in place at like 9:30.
Yeah, and then we'll start at 10. But if anything happens within that 30 minutes
Yeah.
that we can take advantage of and or back out from.
Are we gonna be like more or less within 30 feet of the entrance?
Yeah, you can pretty like innocently be within 30 feet of it.
All right.
Stumble towards the entrance.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Whenever we're ready, let's go.
Okay.
Um,
You guys already got the ale, right?
Yeah, I've got all the ale. So the druid and I will be carrying our ale.
Yeah.
We can-
Well, once we move out, I'll just drop it off with you guys if it's in the bag of holding and get in there.
Say that one more time.
Isn't it in the bag of holding until we're there? Like,
No, I have it in my inventory. I'm carrying it.
Wait, how strong are you, Balthiel?
Pretty strong.
Because it's gonna look kind of weird if we are both carrying the ale and then we start fighting. Like,
but
So
you
how
guys
about
actually
we can be
friends
drinking?
fighting about who gets to carry the ale.
That's true.
that is
Um,
also true. Yeah.
So
I carry drink.
what I was. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's just quirk comment. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that our ale are on wines are in water skins, just filled with ale, and they're sort of like around our belts, and we would just be like drinking them as we go.
Okay.
We would just have a bunch of fucking water skins lining our belt.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
Then we can just start fighting about random stuff. Yo, mama.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys get in position. You can see the gateway. On the outside of it are two guards, like one on kind of either side of the opening. One of them is kind of just sitting there with his arm, or standing there with his arms crossed, leaning back against the wall. And the other one is kind of sitting on the ground. His head's like a bit down, so he might have nodded off.
I'm gonna have to be loud. Are we all in place already?
Do we have a map for this, DM?
No, I don't. So
Okay.
you're just like over here.
Okay.
I can maybe whip one up, but I don't have one ready.
No, it's fine. I think we can just use our imagination. Okay, so we are over here, and where's our teammates? Somewhere over here, I guess.
Yeah, we're like an alley or two down,
Okay,
basically.
so the druid and I are going to be, before we start moving, I'm going to just sort of pour some of the ale like on me, on my armor, so I just like fucking stink of ale. So when I approach someone, they're going to think I'm piss drunk, and I'm going to ask the druid to do the same.
Yeah, I'm also gonna do the same, and I'm actually gonna drink a little bit to have it on the breath. Not too much, like to impede me.
Okay.
Same. I'm going to do the same. Okay, so I guess, druid, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so we're walking down the alley. We're going to walking next to each other. We're going to be talking way louder than we should be at this time of night. And we lost someone.
Left 17 is the one gone.
Yeah.
I know, left. Come on, you were all thinking it.
Yes, to be quite honest, yes. Do we wait?
Just give it 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay.
By the way, I do have like kind of notoriously bad internet, so if I disappear at some point, if I don't come back in 5 minutes, I'm probably just gone for an hour or so.
Jesus. Welcome back, Left.
Yeah, Wi-Fi went down. Sorry about that.
Not a
That's
problem.
okay.
It's okay.
We waited for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yep, they just splashed alcohol on themselves, got a bit on their breath, and started walking towards the gate.
So the druid and I are gonna start walking from the alley, and I'm gonna start talking to him very loudly, and I'm gonna be like, "Wolves? You were raised by wolves? I guess that means your mother was a bitch."
Oh,
I'm-
yeah, of course. Funny comment. Did your god tell you that?
As you get closer, the guard who is standing up kind of cocks his head towards you, and as you keep heading his way, he stands more upright, leaning back off the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna continue. I would notice this, but I would continue talking to the druid. Be like, "My god will burn your fucking forest to the ground. Don't you fucking insult my god." And then
Oh,
I'm gonna give him a little push with my elbow.
I want to like tumble a lot more than I'm supposed to, like trying to act
Okay.
like kind of drunk.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna yell out at him like, "Yeah, I would like to see your god try. Like they can even break the barrier. What's he gonna do? Like a tiny flame, and I'm gonna produce flame on my hand, like this, or an actual flame."
Okay. At this point, the guard kind of like barks the name like Jonathan over to his partner, who like snaps his head awake. And his partner kind of just like motions him to go over there. The one guy does stay sitting and is kind of now watching. The other guy starts approaching towards you.
Real quick, what's on this side? Is this more city area?
Yes, pretty much. The castle's in like the center of the city.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, "Oh well, look who it is." What's the name of this town?
I don't think I gave you a name.
Actually, you could just say that if you're drunk.
Okay. You'd be like, "It's the city's finest guards. Look at here."
Hey, you guys aren't allowed here. You need to go to another area of town.
We are
I
going to another area of town, you idiot.
I wanna
Slurring my
pull
words.
I wanna take off the produce flame, like turn it off, and I wanna go like to Balthea, like, "Don't you yell at him. He's a very, very upright citizen, and you should respect him." And that other guy over there, and I wanna point at the guard to see if maybe I can, like, attract him to what's going on around here.
This guy doesn't deserve any respect, you godless heathen. Why don't you go back to your fucking wolves?
Okay, this guy is pretty much up on you now, and he's kind of just like turning you away from the castle, or like he's like putting his hands on you and like turning you away.
From both of us.
Are you still on the ground?
Yeah, I wanna be on the ground.
Okay,
Still.
so then just Baltheo.
Okay.
Get
I'm gonna
out of
sort
here.
of like I'm gonna like move my shoulder, like jerk my shoulder away from him, away from his grasp, and I'm gonna start approaching. God damn it! Hold on one second.
No problem.
Sorry, my cat is knocking shit over. I'm gonna approach Bagar, and I'm gonna like start pointing at him, like making threatening gestures. You know, talking about his gay little forest or whatever.
While this is going off, we're kind of peeking our heads around the corner,
Yeah.
like an alley over. And about when was the last time we saw a guard patrol over the wall at the top of the wall? Just in case it comes.
Let's say.
I think we would have started once we
Yeah,
saw the
you
guard
we can
move.
say that you started like about 30 seconds after a patrol, so you've got about
Right.
like four-ish minutes.
We can pivot to them if you'd like, DM.
Yeah, that's fine. So you guys see like the commotion, definitely hear it. As like Balthiel and Bugur start like getting more close to each other. The one guy who's sitting down does start to stand up, and he hasn't left his post yet, but he's now like about halfway between the gate and the commotion.
All right, and I assume the gate is closed.
It's kind of more of like
So-
just a portcullis. It's like a big opening.
So is there anything actually physically blocking the?
Not
Area.
really.
All right.
Alright, so we could hypothetically sneak in if we roll well.
Yeah, I'm in favor of waiting just a touch more.
I think we should prep for it. Not necessarily go now, but like get closer, no longer be like an alley away, but like be up against the castle wall and be ready
Okay.
to get in.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. Back to you two.
I want to try. I want to stand up and try to get closer to the other guard, and I'm gonna yell like, "Hey, your friend is bugging my friend. Tell him to leave him alone."
I love you keep defending him, and he's like,
I just called your mother a bitch, and you're forced gay. Apparently, I'm your friend.
Hey, I'm drunk off my shoes.
This is true. This is true.
Everyone is his friend.
This second
You're a
guy
happy drunk.
like starts putting his hand on his sword, trying to defuse the situation, saying like, "All right, you guys have had enough to drink tonight. I think you should go home." And he does take a couple steps closer.
I'm going to take a couple steps back. I'm going to start walking back a little bit, and I'm just going to sort of give Bulgar a very sly motion to sort of follow me. I'm trying to give more space between the portcullis and the guards.
I see that, right? Like, I noticed that.
I'll have.
I can roll a performance.
Can you roll like a sleight of hand, maybe?
Okay.
All right, so the guards don't notice it, and we can say that you rehearsed it. So Bagor does notice it.
Okay, so I want to go back like a little bit, trying to lure the guard like closer.
The
I'm-
one that was
I'm
already close to
stumbling
you
back.
says, "Yeah, get on out of here."
What about the other one?
He's still standing still.
So did either of them
He
approach?
seems to be relaxing a bit.
I'm
Can
gonna
you repeat that?
druid craft next to the behind the guard that it's right next to us. I'm gonna make like a wolf sound, like a growl behind the guard, like trying to scare him and making the other guard like try to come closer, maybe.
Can you do that with Druidcraft? You can make the sound of a small animal.
Small animal. Damn it.
Do you have what's it called? Minor illusion? The cantrip minor illusion?
No, I don't have
think
that
so.
one.
Okay. So I'm going to I'm sorry, go ahead, Bagar.
No, if it's I'm gonna make the odor of a skunk, like make it start smelling like really weird around me, like trying to get the guard uncomfortable and maybe call for the other one because I may have soiled myself.
Okay.
They're not going to want to come close to you if you smell bad.
Yeah, no, but like try to get him to help me. I'm gonna like act like I have a stomach ache and bend down.
fall down and
Can
Oh my
you
God.
roll deception?
Oh my god. Deception?
Deception.
Oh no, that's charisma. Oh my god. Cross your fingers. Where is it? There you go.
our bard
Oh,
is
Jesus.
hypothetic. Oh
Oh
god.
my god. No.
Our bard is hypothetically with us, right? Is there anything she would do?
No, if she's not here, she can't participate. It's not
Yeah, I
fair.
don't want to like misrepresent her.
All right.
But I think the word you're looking for is bardic inspiration. At this point, I'm just gonna like come over to Bakar and I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna say you're a piece of shit. I'm just gonna push him.
No. So we're going with this way. I want to stand up and I want to push him and the guard at the same time, like both arms wide out.
You want to push him into the guard or both of them?
No, him and the guard.
Okay. He says like, "Whoa there, buddy." The other guy now obviously is now back to alert where he was relaxing a bit more, and he puts his hand back on his sword and does come in much closer to you.
Okay.
You guys go towards
Yeah,
them.
we let you guys continue this, and we can go on to the others now.
Yes.
When was the
Good
last
to
time the guard went by up top?
It's now been about 3 minutes, or it's been about 2 minutes. So
So we
you've got
still have
about
3
3
left.
minutes.
All right, that's fine. That's plenty. All right.
So it looks like we've got
roll.
the time and space to slip through.
I'll have both of you roll stealth, and I'll roll like a disadvantage perception.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Oh my god.
Is it a group stealth? Like,
Um,
If they're stealthing together, would that be no? Disregard.
Typically, I do like group checks. We'll see how it plays out in this instance.
all right.
That's a great stealth roll.
So the
Yeah.
first guard has a 13 because he got a 10,
Natural 20.
and second guard got a 17. Man, those are good rolls. So
Is that for their perception?
yeah, this is the two guards' perception. Don't ignore the combined number.
Didn't you say they were rolling with disadvantage?
Right. So the first one
Yeah,
would,
that's why
would be
it's
like a
rolling.
So one
13.
got 10. one
Gotcha.
got- Yeah.
So you guys are maybe we'll say you're like 10, 15 feet behind each other, and Leif goes first, and he makes it into the shadow under the door, while Athos is like walking close to the door. One of the two guards turns away from the commotion that's right in front of him and notices and says, "Hey, you."
I'm home free though, right? Like I can
Right.
just ditch him. Okay, then I do that. I go on the wall and get closer to where I need to enter, as long as I can not be
And then
seen.
maybe yell out and try to distract the guard, like from the guys coming in.
The guard sees him though, so he's not gonna.
You saw Athos.
Um, Balefield's gonna shout out and he's gonna point over to Athos and he's gonna say, You're that asshole who beat me in Dragon Chess. I want a fucking rematch." And then I'm gonna start walking over towards you.
I'll raise my hands back. I was like, hey, I couldn't beat anyone in Dragon Chess. I'm terrible at it.
You cheated. I saw you.
I mean, I may or may not have done some slight interpretation of the rules that may or may not quite be standard. I'm just gonna back it down where we
Right.
came from, the wall.
One of the guards like kind of just shakes his head and says, "You guys need to settle this somewhere else, just anywhere but here."
I'm gonna be like, okay, and we're gonna leave, or I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna start walking away
All
because
right.
the jig is up.
I'm good to get into the spot, right?
Yeah. You sneak your way
I will
along
also
the
walk
wall's
away.
edge up to the northwest and cut across. You don't see a lot of people moving around inside the castle walls, so you cut across straight to the servants' entrance.
Okay.
Anything else you guys want to take care of outside?
Yeah, with my animal form, well, I will still have to roll stealth to see if I pass them by. Can I transform into a small animal like a rat and try to go in?
Yes.
Then I want to do that and try to find. Wait, who's inside? Leaf? Leaf.
Yes.
I want to try to get up to Leaf, and when I'm next to him. Oh, but I cannot cast spells as an animal.
Correct.
I will have to drop form when I'm next to him.
All right. I will have you roll a stealth as a rat. Let me pull up its stats quick.
Okay.
So it's gonna be +0. So
+0.
yeah. So if you can just type in a chat.
Can you pick something that? Well.
Yeah. If you got another idea, you can try it. But I mean,
Well, I
because
was gonna say-
even if they notice a rat, like they might not be able to do
If
anything.
If they
about
notice
it.
a rat, it's a rat, not a
They
person
may
disguised
try
as a
to
rat.
stomp on it, though. They may try to kill it.
They also may try to. Well, yeah, they may try to kill it.
Stop making this harder for me, people.
So that's what I was actually going to say. If you want to look up the type of animal forms you have, every animal I would imagine has stats. Some are better at perception, some are better at stealth, some are better at whatever. This might be a good time for you to, look at one and see what you like for stealth, or you can just stick with the rat because the rat's, it's a city. Every city has rats.
Yeah. I think the most inconspicuous thing is gonna be a rat because I also cannot transform into anything that flies yet. So
What about a spider?
can I go into a spider? Isn't that too small?
No, you can.
That's gonna take
It's
forever
gonna be
to
it's gonna be
reach.
slow.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true too. A rat might be better then.
Although it says that the speed is 20 feet.
That's a pretty fucking fast spider.
That's like those Australian spiders that will
That's
kill
pretty
you
good.
while you sleep.
What's the rat speed?
Rat is also 20 feet, so they're both equally fast.
So does the spider give you plus anything to deception? Or I'm sorry, to stealth?
+4 to stealth, so I'm gonna go with the spider then.
That's
Okay.
probably much better.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the
Ye-
spider then.
In your spare time, just go over the different animals you can choose from and just know what their strengths and weaknesses are, just in case we need to get into a situation like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read on those. Okay. So the command is /roll and then the d20.
Yeah, and you can also type the numbers after it. Like I had +4 at the end. There.
Oh, okay. Let me put +4.
Oh,
Come on.
What'd you roll?
Okay,
A 6.
we're gonna.
Fuck.
Come
we're gonna
Come on, I'm a spider. They're gonna kill me. Oh my god, they're gonna kill me.
Maybe
No,
they're afraid of spiders.
They're gonna hit you, and then you're gonna transform back, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, something's up." And then I'm gonna get fucked.
Well, you better hurry.
Yeah, I'm moving on. I'm not waiting for this.
Yeah, he doesn't know I'm going.
Yeah, that's true.
So one of them doesn't notice you actually.
What?
Okay.
Crit
And
fail. Crit
the
fail.
other one, we'll say there's a 50% chance he's afraid of spiders.
Okay.
Thank
But I'm
you.
still
So
alive.
it's got to be low on the d20. All right, so he's afraid of the spiders. So
Nice.
he backs up, and you have an opening to run through. And
Yeah, I'm going.
like once you get in there, you can like climb the walls and like kind of escape his reach.
Okay, I'm going in and I'm going to look for this place where we're supposed to be meeting the inside man.
Right. Leaf
And
will
I
get
don't
there
know
first.
if Leaf is there yet.
Yeah, he'll get there first because he was ahead of you and is faster. So once he's in there, there's a door. He opens it up, and inside is just a single man, pretty plain white robes, with like a rope belt around it. It's kind of typical servant's garb. He looks at you and says, "Weren't there supposed to be more of you?"
Why, yes.
No.
Well, anyway, you'll do fine.
Yeah.
And then at that time, Bagor comes in.
Did I hear him asking that?
Probably not. But now,
Okay,
now
then
you
I'm
just
just
got
gonna transform and I'm gonna go like,
Oh,
all right, Leaf, don't yell.
roll to figure out that he's a spider. Like, what would that be to roll to know?
You don't have to roll if you don't want to, because I feel like he would probably explain what he's capable of.
Can the spider talk?
No, he can't.
No.
Okay.
So then, do I have to roll like sleight of hand to give him a signal to stay as a spider and not change, just to make sure?
You can try that if you want. Yeah.
To stay like a spider?
Yeah, because I figure like with the way he answered yes, he would also transform back, and I don't want that. Alright.
As
He
you
could
as you're
just crawl up
signaling,
onto me, honestly.
as you're signaling, he pulls out from like a cabinet 5
Outfit.
sets of servants' robes
Cool.
and sets them down on the table. Well, I've got all these, but you can just take one
So
and roll your sleight of hand.
how'd I do? I'm not on that page.
15.
15.
Oh, okay, that's better than I thought.
So, you kind of notice like behind his back, Leaf like giving you a stop sign. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna stay in spider, but I'm gonna climb to his.
Actually, need to climb up on my leg or something.
Yeah, I wanted to climb onto his leg, like
Cool.
stay on the boot, but not somewhere he's gonna step on me by accident.
okay.
All right.
You kind of just throw the robes over top your other stuff.
And I take the other four and put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Why not?
And
Yeah, Extra
if
stuff.
he says if that's it, then just follow me.
All right. And I do.
So what he does is you go inside the hallway, which is probably like public use, and then behind the painting, like there's like a tapestry on the wall that's pretty bland, but behind it is you can see inside all of the castle walls are hidden servants' tunnels that they use to get around the castle without being seen. So you just take those, and he leads you through a set of like twists, and there's some stairs even inside. You don't see any other person, and it takes about 5-ish minutes before you come out through from behind another tapestry. He looks around, makes sure no one's watching, and then ushers you into the hallway with him. And starts walking down the hallway, and just about a minute later, you don't see any other people.
While he's doing that, can I, because I have over here web sense as a spider, can I start like shooting webs in the hallways to make sure that nobody's coming?
I feel like you'd have to get off of his boot in order to do that.
Then no, I'm gonna stay on the boot, just in case.
Yeah.
And about a minute later, you arrive at like a dead-end door. Doesn't look like this area of the castle is used very much. There's even like some dust in the corners that you can see, and cobwebs. And on the door is a sign. Let me pull up my notes again.
Let me guess. Do not enter.
The sign says, "Contents of this room are extremely dangerous."
What the fuck?
the man
So
that's
basically, yes.
the man that's leading you
That's not suspicious at all.
says the door is locked. I hope that's not a problem.
I investigate for traps first, alarms, that sort of thing.
Yeah, roll investigation. And while you start doing that, he says, my part's done here.
I
Good.
tell him to wait a second.
Okay. Well, you do not notice any traps. You do notice
Okay.
that the door is locked.
Then thieves' tools. Is that what I click on to do this?
Correct. This particular lock is not very difficult, so you're able to just feel out the pins and push them up in the right section to get it to turn, and the door
Okay.
opens up.
Okay, and I have leader man, inside guy, step in first.
As the door swings open, there's no torch sconces like there's been in all the hallways inside this room, so it's a bit dark, but from what you can see, there's like a table to your right. It's a very small room. There's a table to your right, and on it is like a rolled up piece of like linen and cloth, which you assume to be the painting. And on the left, there is a like a ornamental case with like a glass lid that has some kind of scroll inside of it.
Okay, is the case unlocked?
You see a lock on it. You haven't entered the room to know if it's like been locked or not yet.
The one guy has though. I kind of like missed him in, right? Nothing's happened to him.
He said, "No, this is where I'm out," and he just starts like walking away.
Okay. Right. Well, then I guess I'll just step in very slow. I'll investigate the room first, just to make sure.
Yeah, you can roll again.
Cool.
You do not notice anything unusual.
Okay.
You definitely learn
Are
that
we alone?
the display case is locked, but otherwise you don't see any traps. You don't see anything necessarily out of the ordinary besides this being extraordinary.
All right. Then I unlock that, or try to, with the thieves' tools.
This lock is a bit harder, but it does pop open, and since when you pick up the scroll, yeah, we'll come back to what you guys are doing once he's on his way out.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, this is fine. So the lock was harder, and this is, if you unfurl it a bit to get a glimpse of the text, this is a magic scroll for a spell, which you're unable to identify right this second, but you can put that in your bag of holding.
Hell yeah. And then I just anything else in the room you set on the table was the painting, and then the glass box with the scroll.
That's pretty much it. There's no windows. There's no torch sconces.
DM, can you link what that scroll was so I can put it in the bag of holding?
I don't have it, but once you guys identify it, it's going to be like a scroll of Revivify.
All right,
okay.
I will just leave it as magic scroll for right now.
Okay.
And then I just throw the painting into the bag. I put the painting in there with like just kind of like nudging it in there, like not trying to touch it as much as possible.
Yeah, nothing happens when you pick it up. Do you like try to look at it, or do you keep it rolled up?
No, I keep it rolled up.
All right, so it just goes straight into the bag.
Yeah.
And you just hear the silence of the room, and you're ready to leave.
Okay. And what's this face already left? Do I know the way back?
You tried to pay attention pretty closely, so I'll have you make a check with advantage, probably. Probably be a investigation check.
All right, cool. Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so yeah, you managed to sneak your way back
God damn, dude.
through the servants' hallways. You do notice like one person like walks past you carrying like linens, but they don't really pay you any mind.
Oh, okay. You know what? As soon as I see that when they're out of view, I take out the other robes from the bag of holding and carry them around like I have something to do.
Okay, sure.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a good
And
idea.
after about 5 minutes of snaking your way back, with your excellent memory, you end up back in the servants' entrance, like foyer.
Okay. Um, can I? The servants live in the castle, yeah?
Yes.
How often do they go out to drink?
You can make say like a history check.
All right. I mean, I'll try my best. Oh,
Not bad.
it could be worse.
You'd say that while they're allowed to leave, because most of the time they could be called upon, normally they wouldn't, but since the Emperor is out, you might be able to get away with something like that.
Okay. In that case, um, I I don't have any like of the alcohol and stuff on me, so I can't just pour it on myself. All right, I'm just gonna put away the
Wait.
clothes I just got out.
You have me.
Yeah.
I'm right
What?
there. Yeah.
He is carrying alcohol, yes.
Oh,
If
cool.
if you go into a discreet place, I can go back, give it to you, and then go back into the spider.
Can you transform once in a day or twice in a day? I don't remember.
I can do it twice per short rest or long rest.
Then no.
Yeah, then he could.
Yeah, he's
But
only done it once.
Oh, okay. I thought he did it already, but maybe I was just not paying attention.
No, it's just that I said rat at first and then spider, so
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was only one time.
All right. And let's see. I was gonna say all the washing is done in the castle as well, right? There's nowhere outside of it that can.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna walk out in the clothes and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get drunk. Why don't you guys join me or something?" And they'll probably say no or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you bring 2 guards to our party, Jesus Christ.
Keeping the spider.
The same 2 guards, and then they're like, "What the hell are you guys doing here?" And it's like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah."
Meanwhile, we'll pause that and say, meanwhile, like you guys outside are waiting for, it's been like 10, 20-ish minutes. We'll say that if you want to find like an empty roof to get a slightly better vantage point, the walls are pretty high, so it's not going to be too much, but you can probably find something to get like a wider viewpoint. And if you guys are close to each other, you are blessed if something does come up. Is there anything you want to do while you're waiting otherwise?
Nope, I'm okay.
Alright, so back to you guys. So you're gonna Bagur's just gonna stay a spider for now?
Yeah, if he's not going anywhere discreet for me to transform and then go back, I won't get out of the spider form.
Okay, so you start heading back across the castle courtyard to the west gate that you came in. You walk up to the gates. One of them turns and says, "Where are you going?"
I just got off my shift and I wanted to go drink.
Well, I mean, Emperor's not here. I guess that's the best time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is.
Oh, well, alright.
Thanks.
And you're out.
Yeah.
You don't see the other people right away, but as you like walk away, they can kind of like get your attention, and you guys are all grouped up together again.
I
When
thought we were gonna meet at the Princess Pillow, guys. And thanks for the
Yeah.
help in there. All
I was
right.
trying to keep an eye on the gate from a rooftop or something, so when I saw him get out cleanly, I started heading over to the inn.
Do you stay in your robes, your servant robes?
No, the second I get the chance, like without being seen by other people, I
Okay. You guys head north towards the district where the Princess Pillow is.
Before we do that, I want to suggest that we split up just in case we meet up at the Prince's Pillow.
I'm gonna stay as a spider on his boot because I think I stand out,
Okay.
especially now that the guards know me.
I'll go separately. I'm assuming I know where it is.
Yeah, you guys have had a couple of days to scout out its location.
I have an extremely low intelligence, so I'm gonna say that I probably get lost.
Okay.
I'm gonna wind up in like the Prince's Dungeon or something. The
That's a nice
BDSM
place.
brothel.
That's
No, you
actually
end
a
up
very
with a
nice place.
princess.
Tell them I sent you.
That's a bit of a longer walk, but nobody's paying too much mind. The city's kind of slower without the hubbub of Emperor being in the city.
And it's also like almost midnight.
Yeah, and it's pretty
Yeah.
late. So you guys end up one at a time showing up. Whoever's there first. The Prince's Pillow is kind of quiet this time of night, but the person who's running the counter looks up and notices whoever ends up there first, and
That would probably be.
We can
No.
roll for it. Roll
No.
for history.
I
See
think
if
you-
remember.
No, I think you would get there first.
I would definitely get lost.
yeah, I was gonna let him
Because
get
So
last.
you're the one. You're the one.
I'm a huge retard.
Okay. So then,
I guess with you having to stop, it would be me.
Okay. So you pop up. He says, "How can I help you?"
Would we have gotten a room here?
Oh, are you the party that's been reserved?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Alright.
are the party. That is our name,
Are,
the
yeah,
party.
are you with the party? He gets you a room key and says it's I gotta pull up. It's one of the south rooms. And he points to one of the doorways on another floor.
All right. Cheers, Ed.
okay. So if I got there around the same time, but like a little bit after him, could I
Yeah.
just like follow
You can
him?
see him like walking up the stairs, and you kind of just follow him.
Okay. I just don't want to be noticed by the people inside there. Because
Yeah, there's a
one
couple people there. Like one person is just passed out on a table.
All right.
But there's not a lot of activity.
So no one who would be paying attention to me.
Probably
Maybe.
not this time.
Okay.
A lot of these people, since this is like a higher class tavern and inn,
Yeah, but we're bringing some.
a lot of
free
people just turned in
this
early.
place, though. There's some people who know that what we have and what we're doing, so I just wanted to make sure.
And then I guess the last person would be Balthiel. So however you want to end up there.
I'm gonna probably stroll in like 45 minutes to an hour after everybody else, and I'm just gonna walk into the bar, and I'm just fucking soaking wet. My hair is wet, my armor is wet. I'm fucking my shoes are squeaking because they're wet, and I'm gonna go up to the bartender, and I'm gonna be like, "Is this the Princess Pillow?" and he's gonna correct me with the
This is
correct.
the
I'm like,
prince's
yes,
pillow.
that's what I meant. I didn't mean the princess pillow, of course. And I'm gonna be like, I'm with the party.
Oh, well, I've already seen a couple people head into the room. It's that one over there.
Okay, I'm just gonna like shake myself off like a wet dog, and
You
I'm just
should
gonna
do that
proceed.
outside.
Do what outside?
Shake
Well,
yourself
I'll-
off.
Oh, I'm gonna say okay, and then I'm just gonna do it again and then walk away.
I'm putting that on the tab.
the mop cleaning service.
while we were waiting,
Yeah, if you guys are sitting there for like
Valkyr
5 minutes waiting for him, it's 10 minutes. Like, okay, where's he at?
I pick up Valkyr, or that's how you say it, Valkyr.
Yeah.
Okay, I pick him up as a spider and then put a cup over him.
Oh,
What the hell?
I mean, he could like transform out of it anytime he wants.
Yeah, you know I can do that, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna chill under the cup, but I'm gonna stay there.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise my eye and just like cock my head. 'Cause I don't know, because I went off as soon as we
He's
separated right away, basically. So I don't know that he's a spider.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're attacking me,
That's
I
true.
swear to God.
are we all together now?
If you are you guys going to wait for him before you like take it out?
After,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not touching that voodoo shit.
Okay.
yeah, and after like I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes, and he hasn't shown up yet, I'm gonna kind of go down to wait.
Oh, all right then. So
So you saw me at the bar then.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I
and
guess I
started
did see
making my
you.
way over to you, but you didn't notice me because I'm shorter than the chairs.
That's true.
Fantastic.
That's true.
All right. So you
And
guys meet up.
as you talk to me, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? I'm just gonna keep looking around, like circling myself, and then I'm finally gonna look down and be like, oh, it's you.
Yeah, yes, it's me.
DM question: the time that it takes for Battlefield to arrive, is that enough for a short rest?
It's like 45 minutes. You need
Uh,
like 2 hours for a short rest.
Oh,
I think
hour, I think.
for this campaign, because of I'll get into like some of the metagaming aspects of the dungeon soon, but I think most short rests are probably going to be around 30 minutes. So if you want a short rest, you can have
Ooh.
one.
yeah, because if it's been 10 minutes and he's not there, I'm like
Yeah, you just
walking
relax,
out of
kind
the
of
cup, and I'm
stretch out.
gonna and I'm gonna rest to recover my charges of animal shape.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we're going upstairs now.
While you're in an animal shape, or do you have to?
I probably not.
Yeah, I would imagine not.
But that's okay.
I'm gonna go upstairs with my halfling friend, and I'm gonna when we rejoin the party, I'm gonna be like, sorry guys, I fell into an aqueduct.
It happens all the
Aren't
time.
the aqueducts around here really high above the city?
Probably, which only makes you more curious as to how I fell.
I know, I was pointing that out.
I'm very talented with my
Happens
stupidity.
all the time, man. No worries.
It's like playing Fallout and like the lowest intelligence score. You're just like blah blah blah.
Low enough that all the text has gotten word changed.
Exactly. Blah, 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 blah. Gibberish.
All right. You guys remember the instructions you had for once you
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes,
I do.
I'm gonna open the curtains.
And we have to hang the picture. And let's hang it on the wall that faces the window, so they can look in
Yeah,
from a
that
different
wall
building.
already has
Maybe wait a second before we
Settings
hang
for-
that thing,
for it
because
to
maybe we're
be
gonna
on.
get in trouble. Remember the creepy skinny guy that was saying gibberish?
Well, I wasn't saying gibberish. I was just saying,
No, he's talking
No,
about
the guy from the meeting.
inside the painting.
Oh, you're talking about that guy
Yes,
with
that one.
PTSD. Well, right now we're alone.
Yeah, no, I don't think we should hang it on the side with the window. I mean, I get that some.
the side across from the window does have like a spot and like the necessary things that you would need to hang it up.
That sounds like a perfect place to be, because that way they can like see from another building that they can look into our window and be like, okay, the painting's there. Otherwise, the curtains are just open and they can't see shit.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about someone else seeing it.
Yeah, someone we don't want seeing it.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's
I walk in the woods all day. What do I
Right.
know?
Why did they choose to have us do this? That's fine. I'm gonna go sit in a. I assume this room has chairs or something.
Yeah, there's like 2 chairs, a table, and a bed, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the floor or something.
I'm
Uh,
gonna sit.
I'm
As
still on
you
the
take
table,
the
right?
painting out
Oh,
and
I
unfurl it,
I tossed the bag of holding at. Let's see. Hey, Athos. Athos? Athos.
Yeah, Athos.
Okay. Athos, here you go.
he doesn't want to touch it.
Why do you want me to have this scary thing?
Well, because you were supposed to come in with me, and you didn't.
That's fair, I guess.
Do I remember everything that the creepy skinny guy said? Like the PTSD guy? Or just bits and pieces.
You remember like pretty much most of it. You can read it for yourself if you go to the handout section and go to the second meeting.
I think he means for his character.
Yeah, for the character, like since my intelligence is like really basic, remember
Mine's
that
50.
or
I would remember. So if you guys have questions, I would hypothetically tell you, and then you can just look it up instead and have that be me telling you.
So
Because I'm
who's
worried-
opening up the painting?
I guess Athos was volunteered.
Um,
You are the chosen one.
give me about a minute.
Sure.
And then roll a Constitution save.
Roll initiative.
The painting has attacked.
Yeah.
Turned out it was a mimic this whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
it was the painting all
like a
along.
beholder comes through, and you're just like,
Oh fuck.
and
Roll for instant death.
Or maybe we get the obligatory doppelganger fight out of the way early.
Okay, as you unroll it, something falls out of it. Rolled up inside of it was a wand.
A wand?
okay.
I will
magical
kind of
wand.
nudge it away from me with my foot.
No, I run and grab it.
Okay, do you want to put it in the bag of holding?
Assuming nothing happens to me. But I don't have the bag of holding. I'm looking at it.
Well,
No,
you can put it.
don't.
You can put it in the bag of holding.
Well, sure, but I'm investigating it first.
With detect magic, do I know what
I
kind of
guess that'd be
wand is it?
You would know the school of magic that applies to it.
But not what it does.
That
Does
would be
anyone-
the identify spell.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
We don't have a wizard though.
Or you can spend time with it, or just try using it and see what happens. But I'll say, yeah,
Of course, let's go use the wand in an enclosed space with 4 people.
I would say that like with
I
you
rolled
guys'
Arcana.
like magic knowledge, you would be able to determine that you could only use it once per day.
Once per day?
And did you say we knew the school of magic as well?
If he wants
If
to
I
cast
sit
detect
down
magic.
and if we have 10 minutes, I can do it as a ritual so that we're prepared in case something comes out of the
Yeah.
painting.
Yes.
I
So as you guys unfurl the painting, you see it. I'm going to pop it on the screen. It's not a particularly well done painting. It is not what you would think of as like an emperorly painting. It's a little bit lewd. It's pretty much this.
Is there any magic properties to this painting?
Oh my god, no. Bagger stands up from the table or wherever I'm sitting, and I'm gonna tell them, like, don't say anything about the painting. Because I remember that the guy said that we have to critique the art.
And the detect
Oh,
magic
I
won't be functional for a bit.
Say that won't. It won't be. It won't be functional.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes if he's ritual casting it. So Do you
Well,
hang it
I'm
up?
d-
Like,
I'm casting it, and it takes one action.
oh, okay. So you're just using a spell slot for it. Okay.
Correct.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So, it definitely is magical, and it would be the school would be. I can't.
This is on the wall.
It'd be
Yeah.
like a conjuration. There's several schools of magic tied into it, but that's the strongest sense that you get.
Well, looks like we're summoning a demon, boys.
And when it's on the wall, moonlight from the full moon that is kind of coming in from the window ends up striking the painting, and it starts to change.
No.
What does it change to?
But I
The
like that one.
details become more real, and you start notice the painting moving.
Okay.
Talk to the painting.
Yeah, this is a large painting. It's like say like maybe 5 foot wide and 3 foot tall.
I mean, can we talk to it? If it's moving,
And
can
after a while, the woman inside the painting turns and notices you, and she futilely tries to cover herself up, but she can't really because of the chains. And you can see her like mouthing words, but you can't hear anything.
I grab one of the robes from the bag of holding and kind of hold it up over where her body is
Okay.
to cover her. Okay.
What a gentleman.
You see
mean-
her mouthing words and using her hands to kind of motion you to come to her.
I will get closer.
That is not really a good idea.
Fuck
Is
it.
it a charmed thing?
She
or
keeps asking you to keep coming closer.
Okay.
I'm gonna step back for a second to see where is this going.
I'm just gonna keep holding the robe over where her.
I'm gonna like put my face right up to the painting.
If you touch the painting, you go through it.
Are you? I wouldn't know that though.
If I can push.
Right. So do you like touch it when you put your face up to it?
No, I'm just putting my face up to it.
I'm kind of touching it because I'm like holding the robe up to where her body
Well,
is.
I'd imagine. Okay, so then I could say like as when the robe presses against it, it disappears from your hand, and you see like a white thing fall inside the painting and then out of view.
Okay.
Maybe don't touch it. Cool.
I'm also saying don't touch it.
And I'm like, let's go in, guys.
We're here to steal the painting, not become a part of it.
No, part of our reward was going in and grabbing the magical items within. Plus, we go inside a magical painting. That's awesome.
Yeah, the more I look at it, the less I like this idea.
Do I sense any sort of evil from this painting, DM?
I'd imagine so. Look at it.
I mean, maybe she just likes it rough. I don't know.
You do not sense anything evil about the painting.
Does it feel like some sort of natural magic that's keeping her inside, or like it's more arcane?
This is probably more arcane.
Okay.
So I think we should take a party vote.
I'm in favor of jumping in.
I am in favor of not jumping in.
I mean, technically it's part of our job and our reward. Like, our reward is inside that, but I would really like a fail safe in case that we cannot come out. Because we didn't ask the skinny guy how did he come out.
All right.
The
so,
skinny guy might have gone crazy from going inside the painting.
Hey,
That too.
tie a rope around me. Tie a rope to that. Get as long of a rope as you can. I'll jump in there and we'll see what happens. And then if it snaps or I can't come back, then fuck it, I'm dead. And you guys keep doing what you want.
Are you really willing to risk your life like that? Would your character risk his life like that?
Yeah. That's a core part. He hates being bored.
Okay. Panda and Athos, what are your votes?
If he
I
goes
say
through
let's
and
go
is it-
in. Let's
I
go
can
in,
hear
but
either of you.
sorry, let's go in. But I do agree with his idea of him going first with the rope.
Okay, then that settles it.
Yeah.
I will tie a rope with my explorer's pack, and I will wrap it around his waist, and
I'm
he can
gonna
go
use
through.
mine to tie it to the end of yours, just so we have a little bit more rope, just in case.
Yeah,
And take
and
my rope as well, and then the rope in the bag of holding, and I'll take back the bag of holding, or no, I won't because I might not come back. Never mind.
yeah, you may not come back.
Yeah, and I'll tie some of my rope
that-
at the end of the chain, and then
We're gonna have like
myself.
500 feet of rope.
It's a lot of rope.
I don't see the problem.
There's extra
Just
rope in the
in
bag of
case.
holding too. So you end up tying the rope to yourself, and you touch the painting, and you end up on the other side of it. Everything looks more vivid, more real here. And the woman, you can now hear her. She's saying, "Help me." She's saying, "Just take these chains off. I've been a prisoner here for a long time. I just want to escape."
Are we able to hear this?
No, you
Prison
cannot
there.
hear this.
No, we're still outside. Is the rope like? Is it falling down
Yeah.
or is it still tight?
It's a little looser than you kind of expect from what you see on the other side, but it seems to be like firm if you tug it.
All right, and if
Did
I
we
follow,
see how-
Like going
inside?
into the painting.
Yeah.
The rope goes into the painting.
what about from my perspective? If I follow it back,
You can kind of see like a fuzzy depiction of the other people inside that room in the Princess Pillow.
all right, and can I poke my head out or touch?
If you touch it
Where
again, you do end up back inside the Princess Pillow.
All right, so I do that, and then I'm like, "Hey, not dead."
And the woman inside
Cool.
looks like exacerbated. She's just like frustrated.
Oh, and then
What
I poke
happened?
my head back inside and be like, "I'll be right back," and then
So when he comes back out, I'm gonna be like, "What happened?"
she said that she needed help, and she's been in prison there for a long time. But you know,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
So,
Nope. 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 That's some demon
I
shit
do
right
wanna-
there.
yeah, I do want to talk to her, but not
Nope.
really. I want to hear what she has to say, and then probably leave her there.
I can agree with that because, especially since we know it's conjuration, that's some demonic shit right there.
So while I do that,
By the way,
some-
like I picked Conjuration because that's kind of the school of magic, like the teleport scroll is, or the teleport spell.
Oh.
So it's just kind of just like the best I can come up with.
Okay, gotcha.
okay, so what we can do is if we do plan going in here, we now know we have a way out. We just have to buy a way or to follow it, like maybe a lot of rope or a thread or something, and have it tied into the real world, and so we can just follow it back. We know we can come back because I just did it.
We've got like 500 feet of rope for you.
That's not going to get us very far into this, I imagine.
Oh,
Like,
so you want to explore that world?
yeah. Doesn't that sound fun?
Well, I mean, if you
There's
can already
so many
get
ways
back,
that can go wrong.
if you can get back, then we may not even need the rope because the rope was just to pull you out in case something goes wrong. But you can probably, if
We
you
don't
can
know.
get back,
We
you
need
could
to
just
make sure we get back to the part where we can get back.
Or
If-
you can just memorize, like, hey, I need to go down this hall, make a left, and boom, that's the painting room.
This is a crazy ass painting world. Hallways change probably. Like I'm not gonna, but a rope from this world connected to that will eventually lead us back.
What
Well,
if
we
you
only-
make marks in the walls, like
We've only
Right.
got 500 feet of rope.
Which is why I'm saying we don't necessarily explore now. We go and find something that we can.
like
Yeah.
what 500 more feet of rope?
Well, like maybe a ton of thread or twine or like.
So it's midnight, so all the shops are closed,
Yeah, we
and
don't have to do this moment. I go
Well,
in there and talk to her, and
when
then Kirby, we can discuss what happens after that. Like, we can all go in there and talk to her.
Maybe
DM
not enable naked Satan for right now.
DM, when were we supposed to turn over this painting? Like, what happens after we hang it on the wall?
That was as much as you knew.
Okay.
Do we perceive, or can we do a perception to see if the person who would be looking for that window has noticed it open yet?
I would say no, because you wouldn't be able to see anything from what he's trying to do. So don't worry about that aspect of it.
So like if we close the curtains, they may not know that we finished the job yet.
You don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try that anyways. I know it's not very likely, but still gonna close it. Maybe it'll give them a signal that we want more time with it.
We want more time with the naked lady photo.
When the
4 guys, 1 room, and 1 naked lady.
Hey, to be fair, we have a woman here. She's just
She's just
when
very
the
quiet.
curtain closes, the portal with the woman inside turns back into the painting you see.
Oh.
well, that sucks.
With the closed curtain, can I touch it
only
to see if
works.
we go in?
It only works with moonlight. So I don't know. I just don't like the idea of us broadcasting that we have it, and like, what if they want to take it back while we're in there?
Well, one of us can stay out and sort of guard the painting, and I volunteer to do that.
You know who else could volunteer to do that? Nix.
You've already went in once. That you're the chosen one.
We can do that, and like that kind of works with what I have in mind. If that's something you want to do.
Yeah,
I would like to stay behind and guard.
Oh, okay. I figured you wanted to.
Nope. I don't want to talk to the demon lady. I'm good. Thanks.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go in there and talk to her. If anyone else wants to come, they can. Or if you guys want to go and like break into some shops and grab something for us to explore with, that's cool.
Mm.
The cleric
I'm gonna
didn't
go in too.
The cleric very much
I'll
heard
go
you.
in as well.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go in. I want to see if maybe I can detect something of this lady that me of what the guy said.
Okay.
So you open the curtains back up. The painting turns back
Go
into
back
a
in.
portal again.
I'm holding onto a rope, but it's no longer tied on me.
Okay,
I'm-
and
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna go
open the
with-
curtains first. Obviously.
I'm gonna have a length of rope tied to me, and I'm gonna carry a separate length of rope because I want to leave it there in case it closes, but if there's nothing going through it.
okay. So you 3 head in, and you guys. She's still like asking for like she's getting more frantic. She's trying to say like we don't have a lot of time, and she's looking at the door behind her. Says you never know when other people are going to come in here. We have to escape now.
I'm not gonna
hey,
free anyone if I don't know why they're tied up in the first place.
Bagger.
Yes.
Can you transform into something small that would be able to look through? I assume it has a keyhole if it's a door, right?
It
oh,
actually
wait.
does not have a keyhole.
Or a way under it to look under.
There is a very, very small crack underneath it, but like I don't think
That could look through.
Do you think I can fit as a spider?
I don't think you could fit through it, but like you would be able to see a little bit.
All right.
Be
But like as a spider or regular orc?
as a smaller creature.
If you could keep a lookout, since we can't transform into animals that can do that, just in case she's not full of shit.
Let me just think for a second to see if maybe I find another animal that's also small.
Sure. In the meantime,
Oh.
I ask her what her name is.
My name is Ashen Chanterelle.
Ashen
Chanterelle.
Chanterelle. That's a cool name. Why are you locked up?
I'm a slave that's been cursed to guard this place forever.
Why would they lock up the guard?
Because I know how to open the door into the maze.
Okay.
I want to roll
we
an
don't have a
insight
lot
to
of.
check
Yeah.
how accurate, how
Alright,
much she's
go
telling the
for it.
truth.
I'd like to.
Can I see through the doors,
Or
like
maybe-
tiny hole, if I'm a weasel? I don't see the size of the weasel.
Yeah, that's probably small enough.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn into a weasel and I'm gonna check under the door to see if there's anyone. The door that she was looking at.
This door leads into a much larger room. It's kind of well lit, and you see a single person. You can't really make out details, but they're kind of pacing back and forth in the middle of the room.
Do they look? No. Well, can I see what kind of race are they? If they are like us or
Make
like
a
demonic?
perception roll, and you'd have to use the animal's stats for this roll.
That's a D20 and perception is +3. +3. Come on.
You can't tell. It's pretty far away, and your tiny little eyes aren't good at seeing that far away.
Okay.
You've been having bad luck tonight.
Yeah, dude, you crit failed. You didn't see shit.
Amazing. I barely even see the door in front.
Yeah, we're lucky you knew there was a person back there. We don't know. You're lucky you knew.
For your insight roll, you do get some kind of sense that she's not being entirely honest, but I mean, she doesn't seem. Let me see how I want to word this. She's not being entirely honest about something. She is trying to hide something, but she is being truthful about that she knows how to open the door.
Yeah.
DM, I want to be like, if I see that person on the other side come into this way, as soon as that happens, I'm gonna transform back to Bagger and then warn the others
Okay,
that we have to leave right away.
sure.
Okay. I ask her, "You single?"
I've been trapped here for years and years and maybe even centuries.
So
You like him in chains, huh?
How are you alive then?
They feed me every once in a while.
how often is once in a while? What are you?
She is a human, as far as you can tell. She looks
Yeah,
pretty human.
I ask her what she is though.
I am a human from far away that's just been trapped here for a long time.
Okay, is his insight still in effect, or do we have to re-roll for that?
I think this would probably
I
be a
already
new roll.
rolled.
And in this instance, she's being entirely truthful.
Okay. How did you get caught in here?
I was caught by the Medusa or one of her cohorts.
That didn't seem like a full answer, but okay.
D Medusa?
Duh, Medusa. You don't know
Yes.
Medusa?
This is the maze of the Blue Medusa. She keeps all kinds of pets here that she doesn't like.
Why would she keep pets that she? You know what? That's not important. I don't know. Like, you seem sketchy as fuck, but I can, as far as I can tell, you're not lying.
Is there only that one door out of the room that we see?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Alright.
What would we check to see if we can get her through the portal with us? Back out.
You would have to pick the locks on her chains. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, we basically just have to try it. There's nothing we can infer
Yeah.
from. Okay. In that case, what we have all our rope tied up right now, right? We don't have.
Probably.
I can pull one of the two I've got in. Because I had one tied to myself, and going back and I was brought another one to leave through, but we could leave that, I could pull that length in.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that, and let's tie her up like the feet, and then when we do that, I'll unchain her up top, and then we'll. No, we should discuss this with the cleric first before we do anything.
Keep in mind, I don't know anything that's going
Yeah, you
on.
can't hear,
I
but
know.
you can do that.
That's why I stopped and was like, we should actually discuss this with him, like back.
Okay.
there before
Can he
we-
see all of us inside the painting?
Yeah, I can see you. I can
Oh.
see you talking to her. I just can't hear you.
Alright.
I will say with all of you in here, looking back out towards your friend, each of you make a perception check.
Oh shit!
Not me though, right?
Yeah, not you.
Still with the whistle stats, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's the wrong.
It's not hearing or smell.
No, it's visuals.
All right.
Oh no.
What the hell?
on.
These crit fails though, Jesus.
Give me 1 sec. Come on,
Okay,
please
so
be good.
Why is mine popping up like that though?
So yeah, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Y'all
but
are
we do
blind.
believe- That has nothing to do with what you were saying, because I was just saying that we should talk to the cleric anyways about releasing her. Just saying.
Has
You
the
don't
guy
need-
inside the other room, has the guy changed or moved in closer?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
The guy in the other room, the one watching, has that guy coming closer or stopped pacing the room?
No, they're still just like pacing side to side across the room.
All right.
Beggar, we're gonna head back for a second to talk to the cleric. If you want to join us, or if you want to stay because you already transformed into an animal and maybe don't want to waste that, you can do that too.
I mean, can he go through the portal as an animal?
Oh yeah, sure, probably, right? I don't think that disrupt it.
We will have to try it, but either way, even if I talk, you guys are not able to understand.
I mean, you can nod or like run up
Yeah.
to or stay.
Like they can gesture to you, like, "Hey, come on," or stop. Like give the stop sign.
No, you do
And,
understand. You just can't speak.
Yeah, they cannot hear. Like I cannot speak. No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna point to the door, and make like I'm gonna walk around like the guy on the other, but I'm gonna stay looking.
Okay, we don't know what the guy on the other side's doing, so we're just a little bit confused as to what you mean, but
But you
I
get the
think we
idea
get
that
the
he wants
let
to
us
stay.
yeah.
I just did a couple of circles and then went back to look at the door. That's perfectly clear.
Oh, he thinks he's playing guard. How cute.
Please just take me with you, she says.
We're gonna discuss it with someone.
What is there to discuss? I don't understand. What? Help me.
Listen, you're in a creepy ass magical painting. We're not just gonna. And then I just jumped through.
Mid sentence.
Are
Yeah,
you coming back out too?
So are
Yeah,
they
I'm
back?
gonna make sure there's one rope still going through the portal and then head back.
Okay.
Oh, for a beggar.
Yeah, just I don't trust the thing to not stay open if there's not something currently going through it.
So Balthail, you hear them talk for a bit. They play with the ropes, and then they end up. Two of them end up coming back to you.
So is she a demon?
We don't think so. She seems human. And then I close the curtains to see what happens with Beggar on the other side and with the rope going through.
Oh my god! If you kill me right now,
The rope gets severed, but he's okay. But like she turns to
But I
him
can
and
still
said,
think of
"They've
him.
left you here just like they've left me."
And then I open the curtains as soon as the second we see the rope sever, I open the curtains again.
do I manage to see what happened with the portal from the inside in the meantime?
It completely disappears and kind of just looks like a wall.
All right.
And then reappears because once the rope
Right.
severs, and then I peek my head through to make sure Bagger is still alive, and then just
You see like a ferret just like running around.
okay, and then I just back out and then I start the conversation with the cleric. Yeah, she seems human. Says she's been trapped there for a very long time. As far as we can tell, she's not lying. But demons.
Why is she trapped there?
She got caught by the Medusa.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that
really-
Medusa, of course.
The Medusa.
Apparently, she knows how to open the maze or something like that. But
Yeah. There's like a.
I
door
don't think
that-
she was lying about that, but she's definitely not selling everything.
Interesting. What does she want us to do?
Release her.
Well,
Like-
you guys were there. What do you guys feel about that?
I say we tie her up, bring her back with us to this side of the world, keep her tied up, maybe clothe her because I don't want to keep interrogating her naked, and this side where we're all in more of a situation.
So you're
where we're
saying
not gonna get
she
suddenly
was
surprise attacked by someone. On
You're
the
saying
other
she
side
was a
of the door.
prisoner who was enslaved and kept isolated for many years,
You're
and the
kinda
first
out there.
people the first people she meets, her rescuers, are going to kidnap her and then tie her up.
When you put it like that,
Or free her and then tie her up.
Sorry, you really cut out for most of that.
Sorry, I was gonna. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was
I
gonna
heard
say
most of
you
it.
got. She was gonna. She's been a prisoner for many years, and naked and probably starved, and we're going to quote unquote free her and then immediately tie her up.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so you're okay with releasing the potential she demon?
We don't know she's a she demon. You said she was a
don't
slave
know.
and you believed her.
We don't know that she could have tricked us. I mean, I believe her, but
No, she could have tricked you.
fair enough.
So,
That's why we want you there. But someone's too cowardice to go in there with us. So
I'm just guarding you guys. I'm making sure no one steals the painting. But if you guys want to let her out, then you guys have to accept the consequences of that. I say we don't
what
tie
I'm
her up.
doing. That's what I'm doing by tying her up is accepting
No.
the consequences.
We're not going to tie up the naked, starved prisoner.
We could just kill her.
We're gonna treat her right. If you want to release her, we're gonna treat her right.
All right, so you're not against me just killing her then?
Oh, absolutely. I'm against you. I'm against you killing an unarmed slave.
Because that solves most of this problem, right? Like, because that releases her from her bonds. We don't have to worry about some she demon, and I'll
So-
find a way to break down the door myself.
So I would say that I'm not okay with murdering a person we just met who is clearly a captive, nor would I let you do that.
All right, so you're wanting us to
I'm-
release her now.
I'm okay with you releasing her. I'm not okay with you tying her up. You can bring her back. We can leave her there. But
Oh, so you're fine leaving her in captivity for the rest of eternity, but you don't want to release her
if
from
she
that.
if she
I
wants
feel
to stay there,
Or-
that's if she wants to come back, she can come back. If she wants to stay there, she can stay there. But if she comes back with us, I don't want to tie her up. My only issue with this whole thing is tying her up. We can release her.
Okay.
sod it
In
all.
the
We're
meantime,
making
I
it too
start walking
complicated. Let's
around
go
the
free
woman
her.
at the painting.
I agree. Let's just go free her. Let's just release her.
Alright.
She's
Alright.
obviously in pain, and we will treat her with dignity and respect.
and I will keep her covered with an arrow at all times.
Please do.
We can compromise on that.
Okay. So I go back through the portal.
As will I, with my bow out and my arrow and an arrow notched.
I'm gonna continue to guard the painting.
I take from the bag of holding.
About this time, I'm gonna pause.
Okay.
The man in a hood comes into that room.
Oh, then I'm walking away from there and I'm pushing everybody out of the
Wait.
painting.
Which
No,
room?
sorry,
My room or their rooms?
Inside the prince's pillow.
See, aren't y'all motherfuckers
Oh.
glad I guarded the painting?
We don't know. We're inside the painting.
He's about to find out when he looks at it.
Yeah, you guys might not inside the painting might not notice it right away, but you two have a conversation. He
One
says,
sec.
"It looks like
Can
you
I
guys
do-
have done a great job. You've successfully stolen it."
I'm the only person in this room, correct? Besides him?
Right.
One sec. I'm rolling a perception to see if I do notice from outside because we can kind of see outside of it, right?
Yeah, you can make a roll.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Oh.
let this conversation keep going.
Sure.
What did he roll up outside?
6.
Oh, yeah, you don't see shit. I'm
I'm
gonna
just
turn.
distracted by lady boobs.
Is this when I look at this guy? Is this the same shady guy who gave us the job?
Yes, this room is a bit better lit than the room you were in before, so you can see like a little bit more of his features. He looks human. He's got like a
Okay.
scraggly beard, but it does look to be the same person.
Yeah, we stole the painting, and we found some interesting things about it.
Well,
the
yeah, your
conversation.
reward is access to it. Its treasure trove. I was gonna tell you how to get in, but I'm sure it looks like you guys have figured it out already.
We figured it out. Yes, the painting came alive once the moonlight hit upon it, and we saw the woman in chains. And now my companions are going to free her.
Well,
Well, I rolled a 12.
the maze. If the rumors about this painting are true, it leads to the maze of the Blue Medusa. And
What do you know about the Blue Medusa and this maze?
I've heard she keeps prisoners for her own reasons. I don't know if those are good or bad, but I'd exercise caution releasing anybody.
And who is this Blue Medusa?
It's kind of just myths and legends from thousands and thousands of years ago. This is really all I know.
Okay. And why did you hire us to steal this painting? To go inside, or is this for somebody else?
I want the painting for my own personal collection.
I see. Well, what are you going to do with this lady that we are just about to free?
You guys are freeing her then? Well, it's not my problem. If she leaves, then she leaves.
And if we decide to go into this maze to seek out this Blue Medusa and the treasure?
Well, then I can arrange to make sure the painting opens up once a day to ensure you have a way out.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's lying?
Yes, you may.
Give me 1 second.
Please roll high.
Yeah, seriously.
Break this curse.
Metagaming a little bit, I highly doubt he's lying, but
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Seriously.
General, our rolls have been decidedly sub-average, it feels like.
That just means we're doing it right.
We've had like 5 crit fails and only 1 crit success.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get the feeling that he would be like open to having it open, but that'd be like a deal you'd have to raise. It seems like he wants something more out of it. It seems he feels that he's completed his end of the deal.
I will have to talk to my companions about this. They are currently stuck in this other plane of existence, this other realm.
Well, they
Would
don't
that
look
be
so.
the moment that we like come out with the girl? Because like
Yeah,
while this
you guys can
I did.
take your time, like opening the locks, and you do
Yeah.
manage to get her down. She looks very relieved. She like is looking hopefully towards the painting, and like lets you escort her towards it.
Okay. I also put like the robes on her.
Yeah, she accepts that.
The clothes. Yeah.
Do I see any changes on the guy inside as soon as they release her?
No, you haven't noticed anything yet.
All
So I
right.
snap at Bagheera to let him know that we're leaving.
I'm sorry.
I snap at Bagheera to let him know we're leaving.
Okay, this time I'm gonna live with them, and then when I come back, I transform back into the half orc.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one beast shape.
And I'll make sure we grab everything, like the whatever rope and stuff is left in that we brought, and bring that back over with me.
Did you guys search the room?
Nope.
Okay.
Is that what you say the second we walk in?
Yeah.
All right. I just stop and I turn around and I walk back in. And I do investigate.
Face palm.
I ain't going to keep my bow at the ready though.
Damn it!
You notice like some scraps of like breadcrumbs under where she was. There's a bucket under her which has some kind of gross solids and liquids in it. The chains lead up to the ceiling. The door doesn't have like a keyhole, but it does have some weird gears and stuff. And other than that, the room is pretty plain.
Is there a way I could set the bucket up so it'll fall on whoever opens the door?
You really want to touch that bucket, bro?
Don't think so.
Okay,
Not
I
with this
bet.
door.
All right, then I walk back and I say, "No, it's just gross. No offense."
Okay.
The woman looks at the man in the hood and says, "Who are you?" And he says, "It's none of your business."
At this point, I would fill in my party on what the guy said.
Yeah. And it's kind of just like a stare down for a bit, and she just asks, "Can I leave?"
I mean, you can, but I would like to ask you a few more questions.
And I'd like to know more about this door.
Yeah, that's mostly what my questions are about. Or if you do want to leave, you're tired, you've been chained up for centuries, you look good for being centuries old. You know, we have a bed here. You sleep here. We won't. And then when you're rested up, we can have this conversation later.
I want to give her one of my rations so she can eat something.
Okay. She accepts it and starts like scoffing it down.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell the guys that I saw through that door, which was a lot. I saw everything.
Yeah, just basically the figure pacing.
Yeah, there's some creepy dude on the other side of the door. He was pacing around. I thought he was gonna come in, but it doesn't look like he is.
Cool. Maybe it's death. Because we were not being quiet.
True.
It was a big room, and the figure is kind of far away, so
Okay.
it's kind of within reason that you're okay.
I just meant we didn't even roll stealth or anything.
So like the woman, like while she's eating, she says, "Well, if you really want to go inside the maze, to open the door, if you tug on the chains on the walls, it will open itself."
In any particular order?
No.
Anything else you can tell us about this maze?
It's full of all manner of rejects. There's cannibals and people that think they're birds. It's
Anything in particular about Tiger?
I haven't seen a tiger, no.
Really? Because there was a dude there a few, what was that, days ago? months ago.
I'm sure that it plays on people's psyches rather than something specific in there, if that makes sense.
Hey, did you see the guy come out like
Yeah, the whole reason he's fucked up is because
the other
Crazy-
guy that came before
Crazy
us?
people say crazy things.
Yeah, like once a week, some people come in. Sometimes just a couple people, and sometimes a lot. And not
Wait.
very often do people make it back.
so
Through
once
the
a week.
portal or through the door?
Through the portal.
Through the portal.
Oh
Okay.
shit! They're gonna notice pretty quickly that we took it. Then it's not just hidden away; it's actively being used.
Or there are multiple portals.
That's true.
You would think if there are multiple portals, it'd lead to multiple different ways in there, rather than in the same location to go in.
Possibly.
Does she know something about this? Like, does she know the painting has more than one entry?
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
What did you do to Medusa to be locked up? You're an average human. What did you do something to warrant her interest?
Just so long ago, I think she just caught me trespassing, which is somewhere I wasn't supposed to be.
Well, where
I
were
came
you?
in to the dungeon just like that to explore it.
Were you an adventurer too?
It was just so long ago, I have trouble remembering that far back.
Do I believe her?
Yeah, I want to roll insight on that as well.
Yeah, you two can roll insight.
Can I also, since I heard it?
Normally, like if there's something like that you either hit it or you miss it. I say one person can do it with advantage, or two people can do it with
Jesus Christ.
standard. So
Well,
in this case, just
how's
the
a
first two.
14?
So
I'm rolling like shit.
Dude, we all are.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
get
but I'm
really good
like
Five in the row.
taking the lead on all of us. Like, get on my level. Damn, I'm rolling really bad. I'm
Yeah, you
that I believe.
guys
Oh,
seem that
the
she
guy in the hood
seems
is
believable
still-
on this aspect.
All right, let's stop talking about this for a second. The guy in the hood is still here.
Yeah, and he's kind of expressing his confusion about why you're not. You've done the job. You can take your reward now.
Our reward is to
Is access
explore.
to this place.
Yeah. Okay. So just
I'd like to get out of here.
I say we just let's just
enter-
go in.
I want to walk up to the guy in the hood, like really close, and tell him, I swear to God, if this painting doesn't open again from my mouth, I will tear through dimensions and I will find you and I will stick you in there and leave you locked in if you ever leave me stuck inside.
Make an intimidation check.
Yay, I have advantage on those.
Yes, you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Please be good.
Half works.
Oh, nice.
Intimidation.
2 crit fails.
Nice.
Please don't. 13.
He
Well-
takes a couple steps back. It's like, whoa, if that's what you guys want, then I'll do it. Just like once a day, like midnight, or I mean, if it works on moonlight, then I can't do it every day.
All right.
Right. Like new moons and shit. I get it.
There's going to be a period of about a week where we won't be able to either go in or based on moon cycles.
What's the moon at like right now?
It's kind of the end of the full moon phase.
So we will have like 1 or 2 weeks more. Being a druid, do I know like how often is that change for the moon? Like, can I keep track of it?
Yeah, you can probably. Sure.
All right. So, opinions, guys?
We don't even know if it's this separate plane or if it's just a teleport sort of thing.
Yep, you're right. That was just my perception of it because I'm stupid.
No,
Would I know that if it's a different plane?
I would just assume the worst until we find out that it's not.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right, so we're going into this place, and this guy's going to open it up for us whenever he can.
Whenever he can is kind of a sketchy amount of time.
Well, I meant like,
Let's do something.
the moon.
Let's do
Right.
something. Let's go in. We can come out whenever we need to. Whenever we're close to new moon, because we're not going to be able to come in or out.
Okay.
Whenever we're close, we come out, stop until there's a new cycle of the moon, and then we go in again.
Hey,
Well-
I mean, my promise of reward was access to this place, not necessarily indefinitely. Once you come out, you're done.
So we
Yeah,
have
I think.
about 14 days.
Plus, when we go through the maze, we may not be able to backtrack.
Hmm.
So I say we go in and get this.
What
shit
about
on the
an
road.
offer to the hooded guy?
All right. Can we go in a separate time from now? It doesn't need to be this moment, right?
I mean, I would like to take this back to my house and get out of here, in case you guys
Where's-
did a bad job and were
then we'll
followed.
go to your house.
I really don't want you guys to know that, so that's not.
I think we.
Well, that's
I don't
not
think
the
he's going to let us.
problem.
I say we go now.
We don't have much choice.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if he doesn't want us to
Fine,
know
I'm
where
in.
his house. All right, we have a huge problem here, though. If he doesn't want us to know where his house is at, where is he going to leave us to come back out?
I mean, the painting's going to be in his house because he wants it for his collection.
Right,
So
but then we leave.
Once
Where do you
once
do
you're
that?
released, I can blindfold you and get you off of my property and release you.
All right.
Do
So
I
we're
believe
going in?
him?
Yeah, he seems to be truthful.
Okay.
all right. Well, I'm going to jump through the portal.
All right. I'm joining you. Ashen,
No.
let's come with us.
I never want to go back in there.
Somehow I'm unsurprised by this.
Roll persuasion. Make her go.
Can I? Can I? Like, if I get a natural 20? Can I?
I don't think so because she's
Aw.
that resistant to that.
Oh, okay.
Any advice you have for things that we may find in there? Like, don't do this, don't kill this thing, don't talk
Try
to
not
this
to make
thing.
enemies.
That's
Okay.
not vague at all. Okay.
Good life advice, though.
I like her. If she wasn't a beaten slave.
I like her anyways. Shut up.
Meh.
Right, I'll make
Um,
sure
Hey,
we're not
hey,
leaving anything behind and head in.
All right.
All right.
what
well,
are
that's
you
Um,
probably our stopping point for the night.
Yeah, I'm also going in, but I'm keeping an eye on the hooded guy all the time until I go in.
I had like, from my math, I should have had like 10 gold left, which I give to her because she's poor and only in servants' robes. And that's
Aw,
That's nice.
that's so nice of you.
Learn from him, holy man.
yeah. Get on my level, scrub.
Excuse me, but I'm not even proficient in religion, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Really?
No, not at all.
Oh my god.
It's a part of my background. It's not something that was
Oh,
relevant.
He knows his own religion, just not a lot of the others.
Exactly. When we get inside, DM, can we take a long rest before we sort of head in to the maze?
Yeah, I can probably allow that.
All right.
And are we doing milestone or are we doing experience based?
At this point, we'll say you can level up and be level 3 for the rest of the dungeon.
Haha, level 3.
I, assuming that you guys aren't multi-classing yet, I just made this, which has what you get at the next level.
Cool. At level 4, I will multi-class though to wizard.
Okay.
All right, and Cool. Where do I make the archetype choice?
Whatever like skills or whatever you get from the archetype choice, you can just fill in, and or you
Okay.
can put it like in its own section on your features and traits.
Do we roll for hit points right now?
Yeah. Click your hit points marker to each roll for hit points.
The hit dice?
Yes,
So-
hit dice.
We changed the level, right?
Yeah, up at the top, change it from 2 to 3.
That's +4. I'm at 20. Yay.
Make sure you add your Constitution modifier.
It's
Oh, you already did.
automatically
Okay,
added.
perfect.
Oh.
Level 3. And the
And that doesn't automatically add. We have to add that to it, right?
Yeah, you have to manually add that to your total hit points.
Okay. I can do math. Promise.
2 second level, so I have access to the second level list.
Yep. And that's why you
But
don't get anything else. Full casters kind of normally have a slow spot at this point because you get access to a whole new level.
alright. And the ability score is next level. Okay.
Alright.
So
Well, that's useless. Okay, so we're gonna be in there. How often are we gonna actually be able to leave?
That's gonna be kind of dependent on a whole number of things.
Okay, I guess I should ask, how likely is it that I'm suddenly gonna have a poisoner's kit or disguise kit?
If you want to go back in time and say that you had one of those on you, we can probably do that.
Okay, cool, because I just got proficiency in them, and then I was like, oh, that's gonna be useless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
okay. It's gonna take me a while to add all of these spells. So are we closing the game right now?
Yeah, you can take your time, do it anytime.
DM, do you want to give him access to a new plethora of character slots in order for him to put in stats for each of his animals that he might choose? So instead of rolling a 1d20 plus 3 for perception on his owl, he can just go to his owl page and just roll perception that way. Might be a little bit easier for him.
I've got like a wolf set up for him for combat, but if you know like what animals you think you're going to use for different situations, I can set those up, or I can just make a bunch of blank ones for you, and you can try to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to sit down and check each one of those because I actually need to learn about those animals.
Yeah, it would be really good practice for you if you did it yourself.
Yeah. For now, I'm gonna focus on the spells, and then I'm gonna start reading on the animals. What can they do to see?
Yeah, just talk to me on Discord. Either message me or talk in the channel that everyone can see. It's fine.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, anybody else need anything?
I'm still typing, but I think that'll be it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in chat as I do level up stuff.
Sure.
No,
Yeah, I'll hang out.
I didn't get shit besides like one spell slot, so it was very easy for me.
Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Is there a way to just? Yeah, probably. Never mind.
DM, are you allowing feats?
Feats are probably going to be okay.
He told me.
Okay.
Whoops! I'm casting spells. Wait.
That's fine.
Okay,
There we go.
so. Feats
Can I
only
prepare
have-
spells right now, or do I leave that for next time that we do a long rest?
I think we're saying that we're going to do a long rest inside this room.
Okay. I'm gonna get the spells ready, and I'm gonna prepare the rest.
Ed, are you going to be tracking rations and water and all that?
I will try to. I probably won't be very good about it, but I'll try to.
Okay. I mean, it would make sense. It would make the dungeon more challenging. Like, hey, you guys got to get some more water. So good luck.
Yeah, while you're all here, I will tell you a couple meta things that are going to be happening. There's going to be a roll for encounter every 10 minutes in game, or if you make too much noise. But like not necessarily every time a roll happens will an encounter happen. Like sometimes just nothing will happen. But so that's something to keep in mind as you're making your way through it.
Fuck. Well, good luck, guys, because I've got
Yeah.
disadvantage on
No,
stealth.
I won't ask you to make a stealth check every 10 minutes. It's just going to be like if something happens in a room that's loud.
Gotcha.
Or it's more along the lines of, is there something there rather than does something there notice us?
Yeah, usually.
Gotcha. Okay.
If I have enhanced ability and I cast Cat's Grace on Balthiel, will that remove his
Yes.
disadvantage or will give him?
It just removes the disadvantage.
All right,
So it would be a normal roll
because maybe I can do that.
with my +0 modifier. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's not like the +5s were helping us this session.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
very true. Hopefully, Kara can join us next week. Dia, what are your thoughts on? Do you have a set of rules on? You miss a game, or you miss like a certain amount of games, and you're out, or contacting her if she doesn't reply, or
Yeah, I'm gonna if she doesn't get back to me tomorrow, I'll try to get a hold of her. But hopefully, if you're gonna be gone, just let me know ahead of time, and then we can work out what we're gonna want to do each week in that
Right.
case. But if there's like a repeat no-show without warning, then we'll probably ask you to leave or something.
okay,
All right.
yeah, that's fair. All right, well, I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 1 a.m. here.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
11 and I work at 4.
Fuck.
Oh, phew. Well, thanks for staying.
Well, you guys have a great night. Adios.
You as
Later.
well.
Same to you guys.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Alright, and I think that's everything for me as well.
I just need to pick spells, or a spell.
Your one spell.
My one, well,
Yeah,
I
rangers don't
get
get
to
a lot of
choose-
spells.
yeah, we're half casters, so
Oh yeah, so on my sneak attack, does that auto level up? It doesn't look like it.
No. I think you just type in the numbers that you want. So replace the 1d6 with 2d6.
Yeah, I'm going down to it right now.
Hopefully that saves correctly.
Pass without trace only adds the 10 to the roll. It doesn't remove the dis from Balthiel.
That's correct.
Okay.
It removes the disadvantage. It cancels it out.
Okay.
Alright. 1d6 now is 2d6. And that should be it.
And Spike Grove. Alright, those are all the spells.
alright, and
It wasn't
DM,
that I wasn't paying attention, but I wasn't. Did you say we are going to level up on experience points from here on, or is it going to be like?
It's probably just going to be whenever I say. The book that I have doesn't give experience values for anything, so it's just kind of going to be kind of milestone-y, but just it's going to depend on a lot of factors.
Sure. How cool a fight is.
Yeah, maybe. And you
Alright.
had a question for me? Ask this.
well, I was just going to let you know, with the choice of taking at level 3, I have dark vision 90 foot now, and creatures with dark vision don't gain advantage in dim light or no light to detect me.
All right, cool. Good to know.
How many spells can I have prepared? Is
Your level
My
plus
level?
your wisdom modifier.
Plus wisdom. That is right now 2, so 5. Okay.
Yeah, and as an idea of how good of casters rangers are, we don't get cantrips.
You don't?
Oh,
Nope.
Oh, that's. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Mm,
All right. Well, I'm gonna head to bed.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was fun. See you next week.